Hi Libra, hope you're doing well. This is going to be your March reading, and before I start I just wanted to say that I hope that everybody is okay with the virus that's been going on. My mom was talking about it and being very dramatic, and I wasn't listening to her, but then once my trip got canceled and then the other one got canceled, that's when I really started believing in it. So I really hope that everybody's staying safe. I hope that your families are safe. Okay, now let's move on to our March spread. So Libra, what can Libra expect to happen in March 2020? What can Libra expect to happen in March 2020? Let's see, guys. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we do have Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a wonderful card. If this is your overall energy for the month, then congratulations, because you are going to be feeling emotional, but emotional in a good way, not in a negative way where you're overwhelmed with emotions. Of course it could play out that way as well for some, maybe. However, Ace of Cups is new emotions. It's positivity that's coming into your life. I apologize, my cat is in the litter box. It's a lot of positivity coming into your life. It's refreshing energy. It could also suggest that some of you might fall in love in March. If you are already in love, this could be the continuation of your romantic connection. Okay, so the first card we have here is Five of Swords. Definitely not the most pleasant card. This could sometimes suggest an argument, and since I am doing this on the 5th of the month, and I'm pretty sure that maybe you're already dealt with this energy, if this reading does resonate, or maybe it's something that you are about to deal with, but this could be inner conflict. This doesn't have to be conflict with somebody in your circle. But let's see, why is Five of Swords here? And I got Five of Wands too. So fives are about some sort of conflict here, okay? And by the way, with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, this could be with someone that you look up to. It could be a father figure, it could maybe even be a mother figure, it could be a boss or something like that. So please watch out for that energy. It could be a husband as well for some. Watch out for that energy, because there could be an argument or maybe like a, conflict. For some of you about children, for some of you because a page came up. For others, it could be about an opportunity to invest into something long-term. It could be you being indecisive possibly, or the other party being indecisive regarding this venture, and it could cause misunderstandings, it could cause conflicts. For example, you are trying with Seven of Pentacles to work on something, and there is some sort of interference from from another party, or this could be maybe you wanting to invest something together with the person, but they may not necessarily be on board. Maybe you're not on board with something that they want. This could be some sort of misunderstanding, miscommunication here. With Page of Wands, it's all about messages, it's all about talking. So just be aware of that energy, but this would be happening literally like right now, if it hasn't happened already. Now the next card we have here is the Chariot. Now the Chariot in this particular deck, it's a little bit different. This Chariot is not about victory necessarily. This is about shifting, this is about moving. But in this particular deck, there are two directions where this Chariot can turn. So it's about being at the crossroads. It's about deciding where you need to move now, what you need to do with your life now. Of course, it doesn't have to be a crazy significant decision in March, for some of you maybe. For others, it could just be, so do I do this or do I not? Do I go there, do I not, right? Do I get with this person, do I not? Why is the Chariot here? It's about walking away emotionally from something. And like I said, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you're experiencing new emotions in March. Fresh emotions, something that you haven't possibly experienced in a long time. Ace is a new beginning. But here I have Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, and Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there might be a situation here that you've been holding on to for a very long time, almost like clinging to it. And you need to make a decision. Do you want to still cling to it? You know, do you really want it to affect you? Do you want it to continue affecting you? Because Queen of Cups is a beautiful card. You know, it's an emotional card, but it could also sometimes be negative emotions that we have, that we've been keeping within us, that we've been, it's like there is like a built-up of those emotions. And with Eight of Cups, there is a decision to walk away from this, to make a solid decision to walk away, not to struggle anymore, or not to let it influence you anymore. And again, this does not have to be romantic. This could be your work. This could be, I don't know, management pressing you. This could be your parents pressing you. You know, there might be someone there that's in your face, and emotionally you're attached to this situation. You know, maybe you're too used to it. Maybe this is something that used to bring you comfort back in time, but you might want to make a decision whether or not you want to be emotionally okay, or you want to continue with this pattern. With Seven of Wands, there is definitely a lot of stubbornness that's shown in March. You know, that maybe you're not wanting to let go, you're not wanting to walk away. It could be resistance. However, just know that, you know, this wouldn't show up if it wasn't important. This wouldn't show up if it didn't want to show you that your life can be better without this situation, thing, person. I don't know. For everybody it's going to be different if it does resonate. So from holding back, you know, and basically sitting there without movement for a while, you could actually make a decision in March to finally walk away into something new. Because, you know, like, I'll give you an example. There is somebody that I know, somebody that I care about. This person is my family member. They've been on and off with somebody for a very long time, and it's a painful relationship. You know, it is almost like a karmic tie. There's so much resentment, but there are also feelings there, or at least she thinks there are feelings left there. And, you know, I always tell her, I always ask her, don't you want to experience falling in love again? Don't you want those butterflies in your stomach? Don't you want kind of like to refresh the page, you know, to feel alive all over again, you know, because you're not happy here, so why are you holding on to this? And, you know, eventually she ended up listening to all of us, and she's much happier now. It's like border that you need to cross, you know, which is the most difficult. But then once you're on the other side, that's when things are starting to look up. So it's the emotional barrier that's seen here that you are trying to overcome. But you know what? I believe that you will be able to overcome it, because the next card we have here is the Empress. Beautiful Empress, new beginnings, planting seeds for a new life. So for maybe some of you, this month could really be significant. You know, we already have two major arcanas here, the Chariot and the Empress. The Chariot is about making a decision here, making the move regardless, not staying where you are. But the Empress is that new beginning that you're moving towards. And the Empress is never a negative card. You know, this is new beginnings. This is positive, creative ideas. I don't know. This is a lot of things. For example, you were clinging to your job for a very long time, right? But now it's time to go, and now it's time to do something of your own, something that brings you joy. Remember that Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Something that brings you joy, something that brings you emotional fulfillment. So whatever this is, you know, for you, this could be wonderful. Why is the Empress here? Let's see. This could be also regarding pregnancy for some, you know, because the Empress is the Empress. For some of you, beautiful. For some of you, you could have dealt with, I don't like to say betrayal, you've dealt with betrayal, but Seven of Swords in the Tower, something definitely shook you up. Something, let's just say, messed you up. In the past, the Tower, your foundation was no longer solid. You know, even if you still had that foundation, it was cracked. And with Seven of Swords here, maybe you could feel like you know, there wasn't as much honesty in your life as maybe it used to be. So with the Empress, you see how these cards are so dark in a way, right? But with the Empress here, you see all these beautiful trees. She's beautiful. There is a dog next to her, a cat next to her. She's pregnant. She's about to give birth to something new, someone new. And also with the Tower card in the spread, you know, the Tower here is being destroyed by this female. So it's a human being destroying the foundation. This could also play out as you destroying your current foundation for the better future, so you can build something better on there, okay? And of course there is strength here, and of course there is Nine of Wands. Both of these cards are very strong, you know? It's like, yes, it's okay to give up, but it's also okay to keep fighting, you know. It's also okay to keep fighting what you believe in. And there is a lot of mental strength here, and there is a lot of power here that you have, you know. It doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female, because you are moving towards this Ace of Wands, you know, this some like a spark. You're moving towards something sparkly, something shiny, you know, something that you haven't seen in a while, like a light at the end of the tunnel. This reading is getting very deep, but I know that for some of you it might be helpful. Of course, for those of you that are not dealing with anything like this, this could suggest that you are simply entering a new beginning of some kind, you know, something that will make your life easier. And yes, of course, it will be by choice. It will be by choice, and maybe you're not going to quite see that new beginning unfolding too fast, you know, but you will. With the upcoming months, you will. And of course, I advise to make all of the important decisions after March 10th. Okay, and the last card we have here is Ace of Swords. You have 3 aces here, 2 aces at the bottom of the deck, 1 ace here at the very end of the reading. Ace of Swords is approval. Ace of Swords is confirmation. Ace of Swords is something set in stone, clarity about the situation. When you distance yourself from something that's painful, when you cross that barrier, right, that emotional barrier, eventually, when you look back, you realize that this was a very smart decision. You know, what did I do before? Ace of Swords is a smart decision. It's a final decision. It's something where you don't even want to look back anymore. So why is Ace of Swords here? Don't even think I should. Yeah. So somebody will be moving towards new love, right, towards the end of the month, because we do have Ace of Cups that came up next to Ace of Swords and next to Temperance. And also 10 of Pentacles came up. So stability, you know, whether it's within your family, whether it's within just your life, your career, somebody here will definitely be moving towards new emotions, new circumstances, new connections, new people. If you are staying in your current environment but changing something within that environment, if you're not making a complete turnaround, right, then it could be building, reaching that stability within your current situation. And also with Temperance here, Temperance is calm after a storm. You know, of course, you're still aware of things that are happening around you. You're not completely blinded by a new beginning or anything like that. She's standing in a tree pose, meditating, and she seems to be pretty stable where she's at, right? But one of her eyes is open, and I don't think you can see that, but because the camera keeps focusing on me, but one of her eyes is open, which means that she's calm and collected, she's meditating, she's okay, but she's still watching. So that's a good tactic to have, you know, even though yes, you're entering new environment, but you're still aware of your surroundings. Okay, so for some of you this could be a new relationship coming up. For others, this could just be some emotional experiences that are very healthy for you, very positive. But it's all revolving around a final decision. Okay, so guys, I want to say beautiful spread, amazing spread, very progressive, I should say. I hope that this reading resonates. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.